Oh, that's funny. That is funny. I just feel like I don't want to kill him. It's I should get a name tag and name him, shouldn't I? That is so cool. Hi guys, Wild Trekker here, and we're on the Zanecraft server again, and I'm all mega excited. Whoops, pressing the wrong buttons. So, yeah, and why am I so excited here on the Zanecraft server? Because we're on a server we haven't been able to use lots of the new stuff because we couldn't run the new snapshot, but we are now running the latest snapshot on the server. So that means we get to travel further. We've lifted our self-imposed ban of going more than 1,000 blocks. We've now said we can go out to 5,000 blocks, so we can go searching, and that means we'll find all the new stone, all the new materials. And I'll show you that just in a second as well, which is really cool. The other thing, as you may recall, I left you over at the zombie spawner, so I'm not going to go and do the search for a new base yet. I really want to. I really want to say, actually, I'm not going to do this skelly spawner, not a zombie spawner. I'm just going to leave that for a minute because I want to go exploring and all the rest of it. However, yeah, I'm not too worried about that at the moment. I will go in a couple of episodes' time, find a nice location for a base and sort of keep it. However, I still want to develop the island that we found, so I'm still going to do that. And I want to get these spawners finished as well. And also want to get the house finished here. So, why am I over here when I left you by the spawners? Well, it's very simple. If I look at my picks, I'm not too bad actually. My efficiency 4 Fortune 3 pick is still pretty good shape. However, my other Fortune picks, only Fortune 2 rather than Fortune 3, is almost worn out. My Silky one, yeah, that's not too bad, but it's getting worn out. So I thought I'd come over because obviously in the new snapshot, enchanting has changed. If we go to the enchanting table, there we go, where we can add the lapis and we can get enchanting, and that's all changed in this snapshot. However, I haven't played with this yet because I've avoided it in creative mode and the other ones playing around with it. I thought I'd wait till we got it on here to have a real play with it. What I'm excited about is, first of all, this. So if I want to repair, that would probably have cost me 38, 39 levels of XP to repair. It will probably still cost me 4 diamonds. So let's have a look. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 diamonds and 4 enchanting. Repaired. I only had 5 levels of XP. I've now got 1 level of XP. How fantastic is that? The other thing I'm excited about is we've got a number of bows in here. And I've got my power bow. Really good bow, but there's no flame on it. And there's a flame with power 3. That's got power 4 already, so the power is not going to have any effect. There's another flame with that. However, and there's power 2 with infinity. Last time I tried to combine any of these bows, I couldn't. It was just what was called too expensive. However, now, if I take my flame, it's only 20 enchantment costs, and I can actually add flame to my existing bow. And that was just too expensive in previous snapshots. So I'm really super excited now, the amount of enchanting we can do and actually getting our equipment up to the level we want it. Exactly the same with armor and all those sort of things. My chest plate's about, I've got one here. I can add it to another thing, but now we can start adding all the enchanting and things like that. So what I'm going to do is head over now that I've done that. And Griefers Bay Online asked me a few questions, so I'll respond to him in a second. But I'm going to head over now to the spawners, and we are going to work on that this episode. But I'm really excited, looking forward to playing around with the new snapshot stuff, so we'll be doing that soon as well. So I'll come back to you in a second when I get there. Okay guys, so yeah, on my way back to the skelly spawner, I keep calling it a zombie spawner, there was an enderman about, so I basically decided to get him, and so far every time I've killed an enderman I've not got any ender pearls, but this time I managed to get some. So I've combined that with some blaze powder, and I'm now going to make my first on this server ender chest. So I thought I'd just show you that. There we go. 2 in there, so 2 ender chests for the price of 1. So now I can have an ender chest here, and I can go and put one at my new skelly spawner as well. So I should have all my best stuff there. So right, onwards. Let's just head down this way here and head down to the skelly spawner. So we'll take the quick way down through the water drop, and whoa, what's that? Oh, ho, ho. Okay, so someone's been messing around with my water drop, and it's no longer a water drop. We've got this new snapshot on the server, as you know, I was mentioning earlier, and they've changed it for a slime block, so that's brilliant. Okay, right, let's get the minecart and head down here anyway. I'll join you at the other end. Okay, so as you can see, we've hollowed out the room. Made some improvements. So just to explain what's going on here. So I've kind of hollowed it out so I can see both spawners, and that's why I've used the glass on here for the moment. And what this marks out, this green area, basically marks out I can stand. Let's go to this corner. So basically when I stand on this corner, I'm activating this spawner here, but I'm still activating that spawner, and likewise when I come over to this corner, both spawners are still activated. Now it does go outside of this zone, so for example if I stand here, that's activated and that's activated, so but it kind of drops off. So for example here, that one's not activated, but if I go 1, 2 that way, it is. So this is kind of my definite area that activates both spawners. So that's my most efficient area, if you like. However, if I build a chest room here above this one, for example, wherever I stand within this area, I'm going to be within one of the spawners. So the fact is that I've got both spawners working when I'm here, but wherever I am there's a spawner working. So I'm always generating the skellies, so which is really good. So I'm going to get started on, I'm going to start on this lower one first of all. Just to see how things go. So let's head down there. Now have I got some buckets on me? No. So I'm going to take a couple of buckets of water, because I'm going to need those. Set up a infinite water source down at the bottom. And we've got to work out, so I was down here earlier with Smithy, and we kind of worked out that we could set the water to come this way and create a water channel, and that is nicely lined up with there. However, now he's done that, I'm not going to go that way. I think what I'm going to do is actually bring them out a bit further, because I'm going to need to bring them from here and into there and drop down, etc. So I need to bring them, I don't want to bring them directly in from this line here, that's too close to the working area. I want to bring them in from a few back here. So what I'm probably going to do is actually put the water coming this way, or in fact what I'll probably do is actually have a row of water all coming down this way, so they all come, and then we'll have an extra channel here. So we'll dig this out as an extra channel, and it means they can carry on in this direction, and then we can then bring them in over here. So I think that's what we'll do. So we'll start digging this away. What I'm going to do first of all though is I'm going to change my walls, and I'm also going to, let's have a look now. So we should be okay. Now we could drop that down one more just in case they're jumping and hit there, but I'm not too worried because we've got 2 spawners here, so it really shouldn't matter that much. But what I am going to do is, now I've got this area worked out, I want to place, I'm going to have lights that I can turn on and off. So I'm using redstone lamps, and if I place one there, let's bring this one around, and one there, and then one here. This should be enough illumination, he says. I'll have to fill that in now. And one there, that should be enough illumination to basically light up the spawner. Let's get 4 torches, or 5. So I'm going to put a redstone torch there. It should light the block, but it won't, so we're going to put it there for now. I'll work out all the lighting for it in a bit, because I think what we're going to do is basically light these blocks using redstone. We're going to use redstone and trail it back all the way up there, but I just want to put those in place for now. And then what I'm going to do to identify the walls of this spawner, I'm going to use this stone, so that way if I happen to be anywhere else around it, once it's all sealed up, I know that's the wall of the spawner. So I'm just going to go around and dig out these, and I'll fast forward this bit. Okay, so that's been hollowed out now, and that gives us our area. So the zombies, or the skellies even, should spawn down here. We're going to put water all the way along this wall, and it's going to be flowing in this direction, and then they'll drop off here, and there'll be a water source down here, so they can't climb back up, and that's going to then push them down in this direction. And basically along here somewhere is then where we'll have our water lift. So we'll probably take another load of blocks so they just drop down, and then we'll have a water lift that brings them up. So yeah, that's where that is. Okay, so that bit being done and hollowed out, that one is really ready, apart from I've got to build up the walls, etc. So I think I'm going to carry on and do that, and probably get everywhere apart from put a roof on this, and we'll leave a way to get in and out as well, which we'll leave just there, so we can obviously get in and out and do this properly. So I'll carry on. Okay, so what I'm doing now is basically filling up this with the water to see how the flow goes, and I think this spawner is really filled in the way it's ready to be filled then, and I just need to do the other bits, but I just want to get the water in there. So there we go. So basically what I'm doing is creating this water stream, which then forces everything to go this way, and I've gone a block too short. That's why I didn't need that extra block on it, so let's take that away. There we go. So I'm going to put the wall back up over there, so it doesn't matter, it'll just be 2 wide rather than 1 wide. And then this is where they're then going to carry on. The water's going to carry on bringing them down through here, so let's just put the rest of that wall back up. Okay, so it just shows why it's a good idea to test this water out beforehand, but now basically wherever they spawn in here, they will just literally come down here and drop over. So that's where they're going to go. Right, let's see what else we need to do. So that kind of is done there. So what we need is basically the other water stream. And let's have a look, where's our buckets? There we go. Okay, so what we're going to do now is head over here and then basically put one here and see where that takes us. So that takes us to this point, and then we can take this stone out, and then we can basically bring them along this way. And I'm just going to get rid of that dirt as well, because I want it to be clean, shall we say. So let's just remove that and we'll fill it back up with stone again. Okay, so let's put that one there. And that's going to bring us to here. So let's do that. Oh, that's my water bucket, my water pool. That wasn't planned. Didn't do that very well, did I? So let's get out and sort that out. But at least we know where it's coming out now. So this room is kind of done from that point of view, in terms of I could probably actually get rid of all these if I wanted to, and everything would be ready to spawn and at least drop down to this location. So which is actually slightly past where we are there, but that's okay because we can bring them up and drop them into where we want them to go. So we'll work that around, and if we want to we can actually shorten that. It doesn't really matter. So I think what we'll do now is actually head up and decide where we're going to put things at the top, because that's going to be quite critical. Now I'm not going to leave this glass here, this is just here for the sake of looking at it. Now what I really want, so we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, so what I want is somewhere in the middle. It won't be precise. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So I guess somewhere about here is going to be absolutely fine. This is where we want to bring them to drop. So that's perfect from that point of view, because that isn't a problem. We can just bring the water there and lift them straight up and they can come out. And then what we need to do is bring these along, and they're going to drop down into the same stream and come this way. So I'm going to go up there now. Let's see, what stone have we got. Not too much. We might have to get some more back from the base. So let's just make up some more stone here. There we go. So what we'll do is we'll see how far that gets us. And I'm going to go up and do the top one now, and this one will obviously take away the actual glass as well, because I've only put the glass there purely so I can see where the 8x8 area is. And we'll do exactly the same before. We'll bring along this back wall here, because this should be 1, 2, 3, no, it includes that, so let's get rid of that. So what we're going to have to do is bring them along this back wall. This is going to be the back wall basically, and fall off the edge. So that way we can then bring them down this way. So I'm guessing that's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4. So again, that's going to be one wall, and that's going to be the other. So have we still got, yeah, we've got these lights on us, so we'll make a few more of those up, because that's going to be the other marker as well. Let's put these, one there, one there, and again 4 is just enough really. It's enough light to actually keep them from spawning. So if you ever need to get back into the spawner, do some repairs, something not working, you've always got that option. And I think you should always have that option as in terms of having a spawner. Always have a safe way, especially when you're dealing with things like skeletons, who, unlike zombies, they will fire on you and are a little bit harder to get in and sort out. Although, as you saw with these, it wasn't too much of a problem, but we're going to have to move our ladder as well, because that's our way up at the moment, so we're going to have to make it next to it or something like that. So yeah, right, I'm going to carry on doing that, and we'll come back when I've done this side the same as before. I'm not going to record this, I'll fast forward it, you've just seen what I've done. We're just going to do exactly the same again, only I'm going to replace the floor as well and make this into another room as before. So I'll come back shortly.
Be there. I want to be there.
I can see your name tag in the wall.
Where are you? Where are you?
Through the door.
Here.
Yeah, there you go.
There we go.
Hey, cool. Hey guys, so I'm back, and the Griefers Bay here, and look, he's left me a little gift. Isn't that nice of him? Isn't that very kind of him?
Nope.
You gotta be faster than that. Oh, meanie, you're definitely not getting it back now. Throw stuff like that at me. It's hey.
Oh, I was just burning.
So yeah, so I finished getting this spawner out, and it's slightly different to the other spawner in that.
Wait, what? I duplicated the lava, or what? Oh, okay. Never mind.
What's he
Only
doing?
that.
Okay, so yeah, basically this is slightly different, and the reason it's slightly different is that we're going to do the direction of water to a single point. So if you remember in the other spawner, we had the water going down the end wall. So this time we're not going to do that. He's trying to get these belly to spawn. Watch it. See, I've got lights on in here, so you can't do that, alright? Don't you dare! Right, my bow justice is coming out. I don't know, I helped him out earlier on with his zombies, and this is how he thanks me. It's
You're welcome.
yeah. What's it like in there? Go and have a quick look. See if they're coming out. Yeah, they're coming out. Thanks for that. Okay.
Oh, come on.
That's what you get. Right, you missed some around there.
Sorry.
Okay, I will get explaining this in a minute. Is there any more in here? No. Okay. So, as I was trying to explain before, I was so rudely behind you.
Oh, you know what? I'll punch you with my torch, okay? See that? Don't shoot him. Don't shoot him. I want to kill him with my torch. So fun.
You
Okay.
have so many arrows in you. You'll enjoy this video. Right, so as I was trying to explain, let's just go and get another bucket of water a second while he's in there.
That's what I need to do. Enjoy the video.
So, I'm going to put one bucket in this corner, and as you'll see, that'll spread
Blah,
the water
blah,
out.
blah, 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 yeah.
And then we'll put another bucket over in that corner. Now, what I haven't done at
Who
the
gives?
moment is...
They want the final product. So
what I
they
haven't
don't
done
give.
at the moment is put a layer under here, but I just wanted to show you how it works. So what we'll end up doing is put another layer below this, and then we'll take one.
Can I break this
away,
cage?
and don't you dare. And yeah, that will enable us then to allow this to drop down one more level. So I'm going to do that.
So cool.
I'll fix the bottom, and then we will come back.
Yeah, I won't. Don't you dare.
Oh, you hit me. That's not nice.
I hit you with fortune. Yeah, let's see if we get something out of you. Out of that blocky face.
Right, and we'll come back in a moment. Okay, so now we've got the floor laid on there. What we do is we take these blocks out here.
Where are you talking to?
And YouTube, of course. And then
Oh, really?
take them.
Someone told me that you're recording.
Oh, well, there you go. I'm recording, by the way. And as you can see here, the water direction
Let's see if that
basically
works.
pushes everything over to the center and then down here. So this is when
They
we
probably
can
know
then
that from hundreds of
channel it
tutorials on
out.
YouTube.
Remind me not to invite the Griefers Bay around here again. So that'll basically channel them out. So we got a slightly different design than we did the last time. So all we've got to do now is work out where we want these to come through and build it in. So I'll go and do that and we'll come back. Okay guys, so thankfully Griefer's gone. We've had a bit of fun. He's been interfering with my building here, so we ended up having a bit of a PvP fight, and he lost because even though he was bucketing me with lava, I did my bow of justice was doing its thing, and he ended up burning to a crisp because of burning with my fire. So it's yeah, I think that was a good score. In fact, is it still up here? Yeah, the Griefer's Bay was burnt to a crisp while fighting Wild Trekker. So, lesson of the story: do not fight Wild Trekker because you will lose. Okay, so just thought I'd show you this now to see where we've got to. So last time we left it, we put the water in here. We took the bottom bit away, so we now know that whatever we do, everything will flow to this central position over here. Okay, so basically the skellies will drop down and come into this section, and then what we've done, because the water stopped here, what we've done is we've used signs. So we've basically got a sign here which stops this water from flowing backwards, and a sign there, and then we've put a water bucket just here. Okay, so that then causes this water to flow forward again, and they just keep on going, and it means we don't have to drop it down. And then I've done another one here, so again we've put a sign with a water there, and it basically keeps this flowing this way, so they keep on going. And eventually, what I've been able to do is put that so many back so the water stops here, because what I want to do is underneath this block we're going to put our lava blade. So lava blade, they'll come down here and drop into here. The lava blade will come out of here and we'll basically be killing them here. So I might drop this down one little bit there, but that's basically where they're going to be coming out. Now this one down here, you see I've got a tower there that we're going to start building that, so I haven't done it yet. So this is, and I've put a little window here. I'm hoping that's not going to interfere light-wise in the spawner, but because we've got two it doesn't really matter that much. But I just thought we might create a window, and we can always shorten a bit, but it'd be nice to watch them coming out down here. And I might change it to stained glass as well. I don't know if the light levels are different or not, but I might change it. So let's have a look at the other one. And what I've done here, as you can see, if we look over the edge, you can see the channel of water coming out of there. So what I'm going to do is, that channel of water comes there, I'm going to turn it there, and then this is going to be water lift because it's one over. The water channel is actually under here and I don't want it there, so I'm just going to move it back. So we'll go down the bottom there and have a look. Okay, so the water comes down here, and if that sign wasn't there it would automatically flow in there. But what we're going to do hopefully is put a sign in there, and with a sign here we can then fill that with a bucket. And what I'm hoping, and I don't know, I may have to look at this. No, that's not going in there, so can we put another bucket? No, because that's going to go that direction. So we need to get this water flow right, because we want them heading down into there. So what we may need to do, let's take that bucket away. So that comes there. So we may have to do something a little bit more clever here with the signs, because that brings them down into there no problem. So if we were to put a sign there and a bucket there, what does that do? Let's have a look. That takes them there. Oops. This won't be there, of course. So hopefully, no, it isn't, because that's bringing them back up again. Okay, so I'm going to try and work this out to what I need to do to it. Because what I want to do is bring it that way. What I think I might have to do is bring it one more. Yeah. So if we bring that one more, we then should be able to do the signs here. So I think that one at the bottom, that one there, and a bucket there. Is that right? Yeah. So that'll go there, come into here, and then they'll start floating up basically. So the rest of this is very simply, we put a sign here. So what it is sign, water, and then this will then be closed off this end, because obviously what we don't want to happen is all the water coming back out again. So let's just go back down here. We've got some blocks with us, we have. So that then needs to be blocked off, as does that. So they'll come down here, they'll head into here, and then they'll automatically start floating up in the lift. Okay, so that's what we're going to carry on doing all the way to the top. So essentially will be one more back to there. So it'll be, close this off with a block because we don't need that. So it's now going to be a case of just continuing with a sign, and we'll finish that off and fill up our buckets, because I don't need this water source here anyway. Okay, so we've got a sign and water, and we will just fill these around because I don't like water at funny angles. And so we literally build this tower all the way up. You can see the pattern, which is basically sign water, until we get to the top platform. So let's do that, and I'll just speed it up as I go. Okay, so we've got to the top. Now, when I put the bucket of water here, that's exactly what we want to bring them out, but we don't want the water going over this edge. So what I'm going to do is put a sign just there, and that should stop the water coming out. So, yeah, I haven't got any glass, so I'll come back and put the glass around there in a second just to finish it off, but basically that pushes them this way, and here they come out. Okay, so that will work. So basically, if I show you that in operation now, if we go down into the spawner, so they'll spawn in here, they will drop down into this tray, they'll be pushed in this direction down here, dragged into this water where they'll float to the top. So they'll float all the way up, and then when they get here, they basically get pulled out, dropped into this channel, and obviously joins with this other channel. We'll check that one now, and they drop there. So that one's working. Obviously we won't know 100% until we actually get the spawners working there. And then let's go and check this one. So exactly the same, or slightly different, but this one they'll all drop and they'll come out into the center. And then likewise they'll all be pushed in this direction, and they'll get pushed down here until they get to this point, and then they drop out again. Okay, so that's good, that's working. So we've basically got a central point now where they're going to reach. We just got to get the kill mechanism working on that, get the redstone working, and get the switches on it, and then we should have a working spawner. So yeah, that's all looking good. What I do need to do is just tidy up here as well, because now we've got those elements working, we can kind of close this off, make sure no one gets out there. So we'll, do this, make it over the top, because the last thing we want is them getting out here. And then we need to bring the redstone along round this bit for the lights, so we'll be doing that to make a simple light switch to turn those on and off. And the same down the other side, bring it to a single switch with some repeaters. So what I'm probably going to do is I'm going to get this stone that's cooking at the moment and turn that into stone bricks, and then we can finish the rest of it off, and I'll get the redstone starting to lay out as a path, and work out where the switch is going to go up here and just form like that. So when I've got that kind of laid out and planned, I will come back. Okay, so just been checking the length of the video, and we're getting on for upwards of sort of towards 40 minutes. So I think I'm going to stop the video here. Get my stone together. We'll start putting the redstone bits in place, and then we'll come back and show you what we've done in the next video. So I hope you've enjoyed this, and do leave your comments down below. I'd love to get your feedback. What do you think about the length of the video? Is it too long? Is it about right? I quite like them when they're this long. I get to do a lot more. Is the Griefers Bay right? Should I be cutting everything and not showing that because you just want to see the end product, or would you prefer me to be going through it like I have on this video? So let me know. Do leave a like if you enjoyed it, and don't forget to sub if you're not already. So yeah, thanks for watching. My name's Wild Tracker, and we'll see you again soon. Bye for now. Bye bye. 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 Bye bye. Bye.